Hello, fellow mutants. Welcome back to another video. And unfortunately, it seems like Beyond the Spiderverse has been indefinitely delayed due to the writer strikes. Now, I'm really sad about that because I really enjoyed the first two Spider-Verse films, and listen to me, I would have really have loved to have seen the third film. I think like they deserve a proper ending, and I think they were definitely trying to go for a trilogy. I think just to see all these little versions of Spider-Man in like the second Spider-Verse film was got me more excited than the first Spider-Verse. Especially when I saw the Spectacular Spider-Man um, version. I was like, oh, my brother was sitting right next to me, and he looked at me and said, "Yeah, I know." And so that got me to nerd out immediately, because Spectacular Spider-Man is my favorite version of the Spider-Man in terms of the television shows. But anyways, let's my point is I'm sad that the Beyond the Spiderverse has been indefinitely delayed. So let's see what they're talking about, shall we? Spider-Verse fans will have to wait a little bit longer to see Miles Morales' next adventure. With both the Writers Guild of America and the SAG-AFTRA still on strike, Sony has announced plans to move the release date from several of its upcoming films. Perhaps the most noticeable announcement is that the third Spider-Verse film, Spider-Man Beyond the Spiderverse, is moving from its planned March 2024 release date and is now undated. Per Sony, several different dates are being considered depending on how long the strikes last. Well, that's different than being actually indefinitely delayed. It's just being delayed to an unknown date. When I think of indefinitely delayed, I think of essentially what happened to Batgirl, the Batgirl movie, where that has been shelved. I think whenever I think of indefinitely delayed, I think of things being shelved. And this is being delayed to an unknown time. Maybe 2025, March of 2025. Yeah, and it sucks that we have to wait a little bit longer. Sure. But I but I wait as long as I need to because the Spider-Verse films have been nothing but amazing, and Spider-Verse 2 has Spider-Verse 1 put a big precedent, put a big scale or pedestal of if they were gonna make a second one to even come close to, and the second one didn't even come close to the first one. It surpassed the first one, and now the second one has Enter the Spiderverse has made it where Beyond the Spiderverse has some pretty big shoes to fill. But I am still looking forward to it. I wouldn't be surprised if Beyond the Spiderverse knocked all of our socks off like the last two Spiderverse films did. Um, the end of this article says, even without the strike, Beyond the Spider-Verse hitting theaters in March 2024 still seemed unlikely. Last month, producer Phil Lord and Chris Miller told comicbook.com that they plan to take the time necessary to make Beyond the Spider-Verse great, adding, "We won't back into a release date that doesn't fit." And I can respect that. I've heard the scene where Miles Morales was running away from the other Spiderlings. It took a good year just animate that bit alone. And I rather them taking the time necessary to make Beyond the Spiderverse exceptional, right? Than leaning into like a release date, like they practically just said. So I think they're going through the right steps. I can respect them a whole lot more now due to that, because I rather them like getting a good story and good execution done than rushing things and what could have been a good story, good execution being dog shit. So I can wait. Plus, it's Haley Steinfeld. Haley Steinfeld has become like one of my favorite actresses ever since Bumblebee. To be honest, but I love Beyond the Spiderverse. I've been a Spider-Man fan ever since the Tobey Maguire era. The Tobey Maguire era really cemented me as a Spider-Man fan. So much as I'm wearing a shirt just for this video. Yeah, I am. Anyways, how do you guys feel about Beyond the Spider-Verse getting delayed? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you fellow mutants later. Later, taters.